Hello, Orland Park. I'm Dan McMillan, and I'm here tonight for Orland's Finest and 147 South and Orland Park TV. And tell you, we have a very, very special treat. Probably the most special on the spot, out in the field, that performance, whatever we want to call it, that we've done yet. I really feel like we're in the most special place in Orland Park right now. We're here at the Square Celt. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
And we're here with we have a very, very special guest. I probably said very a few too many times and special. But we're here with the special guest, Justin Witelka. Justin, welcome.
Very nice to meet you, Dan.
Very nice to see you. Very, very, it's great to be here tonight. Thanks for having us. What we want to do is we're here to showcase the Square Celt. And it starts, of course, everything starts with the people. You being at the top. Justin at the top. You're the general manager here at the Square Celt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's get a little history of the Square Celt. When did you open? We're here on what are we here? We're here on the middle of November.
Yep.
When did you guys open?
We actually opened up 4 weeks ago on a Monday. We did a soft opening for about 3 days, and then we just kind of gradually opened up on the Monday following.
Okay, so you opened. You had a soft opening. Then I saw something in the paper with cutting the ribbon, and I saw Mayor McLaughlin cutting the ribbon. When was that?
That was the week after we opened, so approximately 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So now for those out there watching, and we're gonna go back in the kitchen. We're gonna show and show a little cooking. I'm gonna cook some special with Chef Anthony, and I'm gonna do a few things. You're gonna show us around the restaurant, around the pub. Let's start right off. I think I asked you before we got started. What do we call it? We're here at the Square Celt, folks. Where we're at in Orland Park is right outside the mall. We're at on Mall. What do we call it? Mall Drive.
Orland Square Drive.
Orland Square Drive. So it's brand new. It's a place that you have to be at. Because it offers so much. And here you have two sides. One side I think you consider more of the dining room, and the other side more of the bar, the pub part. But what we talked about was, and I said, what do we call it? A restaurant bar, the restaurant tavern, and you I think summarized it. What do you call it?
We basically call it a pub.
Yeah, a pub, and I like that.
At the end of the day, there's different wording, different definitions on the word pub.
Yeah.
But for us, it's all about knowing the employees, knowing the server, knowing the bartender, knowing my face,
yes.
Knowing who we are and what we represent. And it's a matter of just kind of feeling like you're family here and getting comfortable and being able to come here, whether it's a Monday night, a Tuesday afternoon, or a Saturday night. You just feel like this is a place where you can come and relax and have a few pints.
You can relax, but it's got a lot of energy. I love the energy you got in here, and you can do everything from enjoying just a wide array of drinks and a wide array of selection of beer.
Absolutely.
To you've got all of the games on it all the time. Right now we're watching Thursday night football, where hopefully Miami will beat Buffalo and keep my picks intact tonight. But we've got the Bulls on. We've got all kinds of stuff all the way around. And I'm sure on a college game day, you guys have every game day, every game going on. And then on Sundays, it's got to be a treat to be here. Yes. Where the Bears and every other game is going on. So it's such a comfortable place. I love the term pub and the way you described it, that you can come here and you feel like family.
Absolutely.
It is such a comfortable place. So when this is part of the Square Celt is part of a group of restaurants, group of restaurant taverns here and in the city, and it's called the Vaughn Group, the Vaughn Hospitality. What do you call it?
Yeah, Vaughn Hospitality Group.
Vaughn Hospitality Group. You are one of the shining stars. Justin is one of the shining stars of the Vaughn Hospitality Group. You've now So they looked for a place. What came first, you or the Square Celt in terms of becoming the general manager?
I came first. I started off the company 4 years ago as a manager at Emerald Loop, which is downtown at Wabash and Wacker. And then I moved up to Mystic Celt, where I became the GM 6 months later. I was there for 3.5 years, and then I knew about this opening. I heard about them kind of saying they really wanted, to open a place up in Orland Park. It's a great city, great village to be in. So I was like, I would love to move down there. I want to do something different and to keep going up the ladder. And they said, all right, well, you got it. So I moved down here, and then they started construction early spring this year, and finally just opened up.
So they had the confidence in you to take over a new location and make it a jewel, a gem of Orland Park. So they handed you the keys to the car.
Yep.
You now have the keys to the car, and you know it's going to open. You know how they talk. People will use the term you're pouring your heart and soul into it. Mm-hmm. When you were given the keys to the car and you knew you were going to steer this ship, what ideas did you come up with that you put your heart and soul into this?
We, from everything from the fixtures to our actually marketing idea with our coasters. On the back of our coasters, we have simple beer terms that the general public can learn about. What is an IPA? What does ABV mean? Anywhere from the chandeliers to the paints to the beer menu, the food menu. I've done it all from A to Z. But it's one of those things that I'm passionate about. So I want to put my heart and soul into it, make sure that it's done 100% right.
So you're part of the fabric of this place. You built it. So when somebody walks in and they ask for Justin, I want to see Justin, and I want to hear more about this place and become part of the family here that we have. Because I'm telling you, I was here. This is my second time here, but it's so comfortable in here.
Thank you.
And it's here. It's a Thursday night. The energy is I won't say it's off the charts, not yet, but it keeps building. But it's a wonderful place. We've got an array of, as I said, you've got an array of drinks. You've got an array of beers. Beautiful selection. Over 30 beers to choose from, and of course that would include Guinness Stout being here. I've never been to Ireland, but I've got to believe that this has got the comfort, and I imagine that's something you're going for. It's the comfort of an Irish pub,
right?
As we talked about. Now, in addition to the pub, you've got more than some people think pub food, but you've got a chef, Chef Anthony, who we're going to meet in a little while and go back and do a little cooking. What went into the menu, and can we talk a little bit about what you've got on your menu and some of what you think are the specialties or your favorite dish on the menu?
So when we did the menu, our method was keep it simple. Yeah. We know that we want the people coming out 2 to 3 times, 4 times a week even, for the food that they enjoy. They're not coming out for the high-end steaks and lobster. They're coming out for the burgers and the mac and cheese. So when me and Anthony built this menu, we took simple, casual American food. We elevated it with flavors and presentation and unique items. So some of our top sellers we have are smoked brisket. We have a smoker in back that we do a smoked brisket with, smoked double cut pork chop, smoked half chicken. We also have phenomenal burgers. We have one that has mac and cheese stuffed inside of it.
Oh,
absolutely!
I'm gonna have to try that.
Absolutely. And then we have great entrees. We have our typical fish and chips, but we have a unique twist on it. Our shepherd's pie is out of this world. We also do a great ribeye steak. So we have a little bit of every kind of type of food that you ever want going out to eat, whether it be burgers, appetizers, a healthy option of a salad. But we do everything perfectly. We make sure that everything from the appetizer to the veggie burger to the main burger is done right.
I like the way you said it. You took the basics,
right,
and you've enhanced it. So you've got a full menu, but you're still sticking to the basics. Kind of like I like to tell the kids in football. No matter how complicated you get, you've got to stick to something. You can never forget the basics. You got to have the blocking and tackling. Yep. It all comes down to the blocking and tackling. So you've got the blocking and tackling down. You've got the menu down. You've got the drinks down. Now, we'll see something behind the scenes when we go in the kitchen and we do a little cooking. But can you tell me, and you always hear this, and some people out there may not know it, some people may know all about it. What goes into a shepherd's pie?
Ooh. So a lot of places keep it very simple. They put a beef stew with some veggies and some mashed potatoes on top. I can't divulge all of our secrets, because we have a few certain ones, but we take grade A prime beef, ground it up, do some roasted veggies, combine that with a little red wine, some special seasonings, and some aromatics. We did some flavored mashed potatoes that we flavored with a couple of seasonings, and we baked it off with a little Parmesan on top.
Whoa.
So it's all about the flavor and the aromatics and the seasonings in it. If you don't have that, you just have some meat and taters.
Now that is special, so that this is somewhere where it's a true destination.
Oh, absolutely.
A true destination, and this isn't just for St. Patrick's Day, folks. This is an everyday, every week type of restaurant, pub, tavern. It's like we've talked about the wonderful 30 selection of beer. You've got a full menu. Where else are you going to get a shepherd's pie that is more than the simple shepherd's pie?
Right.
You've enhanced it. You've enhanced so many things. You've enhanced the cheeseburger. You've done it all. So now we go through that, the menu, we have our meal. What kind of desserts can we expect here at the Square Celt?
One of my favorite menu items that I'm in love with is our mini donuts. They're homemade. So we have a basket of mini donuts that you might get to see tonight if you're playing your cards right. So we have a trio of sauces. We have a raspberry sauce, a chocolate sauce, and vanilla sauce. But it also comes with, now no one else in Orland Park is doing it, Guinness gelato.
Whoa.
So we have a great company we work with. They homemade gelato for us with any flavor we want to do. We said since being an Irish pub, should keep it simple. Do it Guinness. We also have a Jameson gelato you can do it with. So it's kind of that fun. Everybody's had gelato, everybody's had ice cream, but no one really has ever had the Guinness gelato or the Jameson gelato. Something different.
Yeah. You know? So you've invented something new.
Absolutely.
A Guinness gelato. You may have a run on the place just for that. So folks, come on down, Square Celt, Guinness gelato, Jameson gelato. So that takes us from the you've got the menu. You've got a fine selection over here while they wait or even have an after dinner drink. That's what I want to get to. We've done it with our desserts. You've done so many special things with your menu and with your desserts. What are you doing special? What stands out that's different here behind the bar?
Our employees.
Yes.
Absolutely.
People.
100% across the board is me and my management staff have determined that we don't really always want to look at experience. We look for the people that have the personality that can have a conversation with you, but also represent the true aspects of hospitality.
Yes.
So many places get caught up in low customer service or simple customer service. I want my employees to talk to their customers, get to know who they are, where they're from, where they work. That's what is going to make us stand out, as well as our great specials we have, great entertainment on the weekends. But at the end of the day, our employees are the face of the business.
Yes.
And without them, I wouldn't be here right now. So.
Very true. I've always said you're only as good as those people that surround you. So from what I've seen so far, you're in very good hands. You've got a tremendous staff. Everyone's been so nice. Everybody really just seems to go out of their way to help out. So it's a credit to you, credit to what you put together.
Thank you.
So we've got a wonderful, just a wonderful spot here. That's as I've said, folks, you've got to come out to see it. I have my words won't do it justice, but you've got two places. You've got the dining room area, you've got more of the pub area, but it's a wonderful place to be here at the Square Celt in Orland Park. So Justin, and we're gonna wrap this part of the segment up, and then we're gonna go see Chef Anthony.
Let's see what he's got to do in the kitchen.
What's he got to do in the kitchen? Because that's, folks, no matter how nice people are, I don't care how nice this guy is. It doesn't matter. Just like if when you come to buy a car, no matter how nice we are, if your car doesn't run, you're still upset. So the important part is we'll get back to the kitchen, we'll get back to the food. But can you give us just so I'm not doing all the talking, because we want you to get out and people to see the face. You are the face of the Square Celt. So as we wrap up this segment, can you give us, give us a summary of what you see the Square Celt being here as part of the community, and what you look for to, as you develop and become a fabric of the community.
So we really are trying to be the place where people feel that it's a home in Orland Park. I want the village of Orland Park. I want, Palos Park, Palos Heights, everywhere, to feel like they have a home here. This is where they can come and have dinner on the weekends, come here for a couple of drinks after work. We want to be ingrained into the culture, and we're going to show that through fundraisers, through working with schools, through working with a lot of charities. We're going to show that we're not a one-time drop and shop. We want to be here for a long term, and we want to be ingrained into the fabric of the community. Orland Park is a great city to be a part of.
Yes.
I've moved here 3 months ago, and I love the people.
Yeah.
I love the atmosphere. I love the vibe that Orland Park has.
Yeah.
It's different than everywhere else. So.
Yes, it is. I always say you've got the urban feel, but with a small town. It's almost like Andy Griffith is here. I'm still looking for Barney, and I haven't found him. But it's a beautiful town with all the amenities of a big city, and it's close. It's good proximity to the city of Chicago, but it's such a hometown feel, and that's why you do get caught up in being part of the community. So we're looking forward to seeing you out at all these community events in the future. It'll be great to see you.
Taste of Orland.
Taste of Orland next year, which I was a judge there this year, and which is a lot of fun. But hopefully we'll have you out at and become part of the Gridiron Golf Classic next year that we do, where we raise money for Misericordia and Aaron's Aim and youth football with the Pioneer Football and Sandburg. So we really look forward to you being a part of the community. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have fun doing it, and that's why I just like being out here, meeting people like you, meeting the people, being out in a great new restaurant. Just a great restaurant. Hopefully, we'll be talking 10 years from now, and it'll be, they'll still be here, thriving. You'll have opened 12 more, and you'll be the corporate mogul restaurant that you are.
I love it.
But you'll still know where your roots are back here at the Square Celt. So as we get ready here in Orland Park at the Square Celt, we get ready to go back. Justin's going to take us back. We're going to go meet Chef Anthony, and I have no idea what we're going to cook, but I'm going to get rid of the coat, and then I'm going to put on an apron, and we'll get the flame going. Hopefully I won't get singed, but if I do, that's okay, because hey, I'll take it for the team. Let's go. And so we'll wrap up this first segment with Justin, the general manager over here, the guy who runs it, the face of the Square Celt. And this is it, Dan McMillan for Orland's Finest, 147 South and Orland Park TV. Thank you, and it's off to the kitchen.
Thank you.
This is a part of why you come to the Square Celt. Come for the great food, the great atmosphere, the great people, the wonderful people that make your stay here. You're not at a hotel, but make your experience one to remember. You come here for your anniversary. You come here just to enjoy the game. You come here for your birthday, and I'm going to get this apron. I've just about got it. There we go. Okay.
We're good to go now.
I've got it. Okay. So, Justin, we're back, and we're here, and this is brand new. So everything
brand new. We have a great state-of-the-art oven. We have all brand new equipment, all brand new stainless steel from all throughout.
Everything.
Brand new walls. The only thing we didn't change is the floor, but me and him actually for the first couple weeks here, hands and knees scrubbing it. We put in the time and effort.
You scrubbed the floor. You got down hands and knees. So everything's brand new. What is I heard something you mentioned before when we were talking. You had a smoker.
Yes.
Where's the smoker at?
Chef, would you like to show him the smoker?
Sure.
I know you're in the middle of it. Yeah. So we're going over to see the smoker. It's going to be big. I don't know how big, but it's going to be great to see it. Now
this is the smoker right here. Basically, it's a Cook Shack smoker. It's an electric smoker.
I like the name, Cook Shack.
Cook Shack. What we do is we smoke pork chops, double bone-in pork chops, and we cut them at 16 ounces, so they're a pound pork chop. We're actually making one now, so I can show you. We also smoke briskets, whole briskets here. All right.
Oh, there we go. Stand back.
There you go. As you guys can see, they've been going for a couple hours now. So as you can see, basically the process of this is I rub the briskets.
Yeah.
I let them marinate basically in the rub for a couple hours, sometimes up to 6 hours. After that, we put it into the smoker. We put our wood chips on the bottom there, and then basically it does the rest. You adjust the temperature. Now that's the touchy-feely thing about smoking a piece of meat is you want to have that temperature just right, where you don't want to have it too high and you don't want to have it too low. But yeah, this is it.
I mean, this really shows the TLC that you guys put in to the menu and put into the food that you're putting out there, and you're marinating it for hours.
Right.
And then you're doing the rub.
Correct.
And then you're putting it in the smoker for 14 hours.
14 hours. Correct.
Folks, what has to go into this? What they do is priceless. Priceless. What's on the grill, or what's on the stove, or what do we have?
Let me show you how we do our shepherd's pie. Yeah. Justin, you want to have one of those?
So I will say, folks, I can feel the heat back here. This is.
Oh, I guess.
You know what though? They say if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. So I'm here. I'm in the kitchen. I'm staying.
Right. Basically,
Here we go.
we make our shepherd's pie every day. We don't have anything in the freezer. We don't open up a freezer bag.
No. Did you hear that, folks?
Everything's
Never
made
frozen.
fresh.
Very important. Everything's made fresh here.
Everything's made fresh. So what we do when we make our shepherd's pie is basically I want to go as traditional as possible with a shepherd's pie. So there's nice veggies in there. The meat's been slow cooked. It takes usually for about 20 pounds of meat. It will take about 45 to an hour to make. Just this.
To make that, so this
correct.
is so if somebody orders shepherd pie,
Right.
you go out, you get this,
Correct.
and you're going to put it in the pan.
Correct. So basically, what we do is we get a nice heaping of our meat, our protein. Yeah.
Yep, the protein, the meat. That, folks, that's what's great about it. It's healthy here at the Square Celt also.
Let's add a cup of hot water. Now, these are our potatoes that are specially made for the shepherd's pie.
What do we call those potatoes?
They're actually just shepherd's pie potatoes.
Shepherd's
they're,
pie
they're a little bit
potatoes.
different than just a regular mash in the sense where I add a little bit more ingredients than you would with a regular.
And I know those are secret ingredients, so he can't tell me, or he'd have to kill me. So I can't.
Correct.
They're very.
Correct.
It's a secret recipe.
Or somebody have to put you in the smoker?
Yes, I did. Been in the smoker for 14 hours
14
to see if I
hours.
survive.
Thank you, my friend. Now, the trick to a nice shepherd's pie is, and I'll get you to make this. Is follow my lead with this. Is just smooth it out. Okay. Smooth it out. Then hot water. Yeah.
There's a secret to it. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Follow the the contour of the dish. All right, and this adds a little bit of class.
Yeah.
So I'll get you to do that. Yeah.
Okay. What am I doing it in this?
Go straight down. Yeah.
Just go. Here I am.
There you
Look
go.
at this.
Look at that natural.
Oh, I'm a natural at this.
Good job.
Yeah. What's
There you go.
Yeah, I
When
get
you
it.
get to the other one, you're gonna.
Rachel Ray's got nothing on me.
There you go.
Here we go. Or the barefoot Contessa.
Now my line guys can attest that if this is not done, if every line isn't meticulously done to perfection, right, Sergi?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Again, yeah.
So, Serge, you're a perfectionist. I've heard that about you, and that's what I was so afraid to come back here. I'm trying to be perfect. I don't know if I can be, but I got a few imperfections. That's all I can tell you.
You're a pro.
But it looks great. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's the presentation.
That's it. So every shepherd's pie, this is what we do. That's the process of making every shepherd's pie. Now,
And then
we'll
you do
probably
it?
go through about 30 or 40 of these a night.
Yeah, because it's a very popular dish.
Correct.
Is that the most popular dish here at the?
This is one of the top five. Pork chops.
The pork chop has to be. I mean, after seeing it,
Briskets?
Briskets. Yeah.
Yeah, the brisket is good, and we actually offer the brisket as a dinner, or we actually offer it as a sandwich as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then the smoked brisket, the trimmings or the burnt ends that you get that are really flavorsome, we make our chili with.
Whoa.
So we got our brisket chili, our brisket dinner,
Yeah.
and our brisket sandwich.
You got it all.
Then we're
You
gonna
got
pop
it
this.
We're gonna pop this in the oven. So we went through it. We put that together. We're popping it in, and then so how long and what's
It's going to be about 8-9 minutes in there.
8-9 minutes, and then we'll be able to pull it out.
So we're going to set this. In the meantime, we'll make a trout.
In the meantime, we're going to make a trout. Like I said, that trout I caught on Lake Michigan, and we're finally going to cook it.
Here we go with the trout.
Whoa! Look at that.
It's a live one.
Yes, coming at me. Coming at you.
Okay, so basically we get the trout whole, head and all.
Yeah.
We clean it here, and what I do is I score the flesh. Okay, that's going to give it a nice presentation. Plus, it's going to get those flavors seeping in there. Yeah, so I'll do that to both sides. So,
wrong way. Yeah, so you cleaned it, and I like how you
scored it.
Yeah, is that what that's called? Scored?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of a crisscross pattern.
Yeah, no, it looks great. That's what I used to do when I was cooking at the Kit Kat Deli, and we used to cook these. We had these sirloins, and I'd cook, and I'd take for people that were special. They're going out to the out. It was a restaurant. It was a 24-hour restaurant diner. We had a lot of corned beef sandwiches there. But when you have this strip sirloin, after I flipped it over, I would cut it, make it like that, and then flip it back, and it looked good. It made it look good. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 20 years old, cooking, not knowing what I was doing, but hey, I learned how to make a great omelet, and I can flip eggs.
There you go.
With the best of them.
There you go.
We're ready. So we've got the trout.
Now we're gonna. First and foremost, we're going to season it. So you're going to open it up.
That's the key. Whoa.
Throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there.
Yep. Salt. Is this sea salt?
A little bit, yeah.
Everybody likes that sea salt.
Right in there. Okay. And you're going to rub it in.
We're going to rub it?
Yep.
How much do I put in?
That's it.
That's enough?
Yep.
Okay. We're rubbing, making sure that this salt is within the pores of the trout.
A little bit of
Is this guy in relation to Steve Trout? That old cup pitcher? I don't know. That's a bad joke. Okay. So now we put this.
A little finger of garlic. So like that. You
okay.
That's very potent.
Okay, on both sides. Okay.
Go like that. It's all
That's
about
enough.
laser flavor.
Flavor is the key.
Right. Now I have a little combination of rosemary, fresh rosemary.
Yes.
Cilantro and parsley.
Very good.
So we're going to stick that right in the cavity.
Ah.
Right in there.
Just like that?
You got it.
So, okay.
Basically stuffing it. Then you're going to stuff it with lemons and limes. Basically in there. Like that.
Lemons and limes.
Yep. Let's give it a nice citrusy flavor.
Lemon lime.
You got it.
It's like So what do we call this dish?
This is basically our trout.
It's trout. Is it stuffed trout, or do we just? It's just.
Basically, we do this just because I'm very big on building flavor and making sure that everything has taste in it. My guys season everything from our burgers to our fry. Everything is seasoned. Just to enhance the flavor.
So we cook it like this. We cook it now. Then after we cook it, do we take that out for the plate so they get it with everything on it?
They get it with everything on there. Yep. Okay. So now. What we're gonna do?
Boy, I feel like a sandwich. I could just, yeah.
Right over here.
That wouldn't work though. That wouldn't work. Okay.
Oil the pan.
We're gonna oil up the pan.
Yeah.
I hold to you the perfect trout. This trout was probably just a couple days ago swimming in Lake Michigan. Where does the trout come from? I keep saying
Minnesota.
Lake Michigan. Minnesota. Land of 10,000 lakes.
Justin actually caught that one. Justin went fishing the other day.
You caught.
Okay.
They not only cook the food here, they catch the food beforehand. Okay.
Now, very important when you put the trout in.
Yes.
What you want to do is this is going to burn.
Okay.
Right. So you want to kind of lay it away from you.
Okay.
So you grab it by the tail.
Grab by the tail.
Okay. Now gently throw it in the pan. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that.
The trout is in the pan. Here we go. It's sizzling. It's exciting.
You want to hear
it's
that
exciting.
Nice.
It's sizzling. And then
flavors.
So how long does it normally take?
This is going to take about 7 to 8 minutes.
Oh, okay. 7 to 8 minutes on one side, or do we ever flip it?
About 2.5 minutes on one.
And then we flip it.
And then we finish it off in the oven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to hit it with some white wine. We might have a little bit of a flame here, guys. So.
That's okay.
But
we're flame. I've been flaming out my whole life, so I mean I'm flame. So we're cooking about 2.5 minutes on that side. We flip it over 2.5 minutes.
Correct.
We then put it in a pan or in a dish.
Right into the oven.
in this pan?
Correct. This is an oven.
Oh, oven tested pan. It's ready. Did you get this at Jewel?
Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walmart has them now too. Now you're gonna have a little bit of a flame. So if you guys wanna. What's
Okay.
gonna happen?
So what?
One time. Now this is gonna.
It's okay.
Right. So you take off the heat. Hit it with that. Right in the middle. And once you flame.
Oh, baby, yeah! Woo!
Then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of white wine.
Little white wine, right on it.
Right on it. Yep. Beautiful. That's gonna heat up.
Oh, baby, we are flaming.
Flame it now, yeah.
That looks neat.
It looks great, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Basically, what you're doing is
Good stuff.
if you want to burn the alcohol off.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
That's what you're doing. So you're
And that.
mixing the flavor.
So when you're burning the alcohol off, the flavor is being cooked deeper into it.
Correct. The flavor is you're enhancing the flavor without having that bitter alcohol
Yeah.
taste. Now we're just gonna throw in the oven.
Now what is this that I put on? You said
That
alcohol. Yeah.
that is actually a little bit of rum.
Rum. Okay. Very good. Where do we, I don't know where it goes.
A little bit of white rum.
Put it down. Okay.
So I'll get in the
We're
oven.
gonna put that in the oven.
Yep. As you
Okay.
can See how it kind of expands a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks good. Very
In the meantime,
appetizing.
our shepherd's pie should be ready.
Yeah. Shepherd's pie is.
This
Yeah. It looks like it's boiling there. I mean, they're
what we're gonna
brewing. Ooh, that looks very good.
all this up here, just to crisp up the potato. Now with a good shepherd's pie,
There we go.
the trick is you have a nice crusty top,
Yeah.
fluffy potato, a nice juicy bottom with the meats.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, it sounds. So that's what you do. You take now. What is this? What is this oven? Is
That's
this
a
some type?
salamander, and what that does is you get direct heat going down into it. So it basically is going to crisp up the top.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Oh, it went in. It went in whites, and it's come
Not
out.
even.
Yeah.
So a nice crispy top, as you can see, it's nice and I don't like.
See, that's another secret of the trade. You need a what do they call this? A salamander.
That's a salamander.
Salamander.
Yeah.
Folks, you can use one of those at home. Brown your stuff on top. Okay, so we're making sauce for the trout.
All right.
Bring it back.
So
You got the butter?
butter into a pan.
Okay. Folks, we're putting the butter in the pan. Here we go. I have my gloves on so I can touch that. Okay,
A
so
little bit of parsley in there.
a little parsley. Get this going.
Squeeze of fresh lemon.
We'll squeeze fresh lemon.
It's okay if the seeds are in there because
We got parsley, butter, and fresh lemon. Cooking up a heck of a sauce for our trouts. The trout that we just caught a day ago. Fresh. Fresh from the lakes of Minnesota. The land of 10,000 lakes. This is going to be a treat. So folks, while you're watching this, if you're getting yourself, right now you're thinking, boy, that trout looks good. Well, come on down to the Square Celt here on Orland Drive, right by the mall, and come on in. Tell them you saw Chef Anthony on TV with Justin cooking a trout with Dan McMillan.
all right.
And you want to try the trout just like they cooked on TV. So that. We're going to plate this. See, that's what they call it, plating in the restaurant trade. They don't just put it on the plate, they plate it. Okay, so we're plating the trout. Now, what do we have here?
This here is a wild rice fix. We make daily. This
Very
here is butternut squash. What we do is we roast butternut squash with a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, pepper, a little bit of brown sugar. We roast it. Once it comes out of the oven, we mash it up, and that's basically what it is. It's a nice complement to the fish.
Let's do some amazing things here. Things that I would never even think of. They're like, he's like a scientist here. He's a scientist.
Is basically just going to throw on top, like that.
And then we're going to put the,
Now with the sauce, all you need is a little bit. So what you'd like to do?
oh, so we don't
is
just pour it on?
we kind of just go around.
Around or not right on it?
Yep. First you go around.
Like this?
Yep.
On the plate itself, don't hit the
Yeah.
trout?
Yep. And then you're gonna finish off with a little bit onto the trout.
Okay. On the trout, on the middle, or?
Yeah, all in the middle.
Middle.
Serge, you could give me a flatbread and a donut?
There we go.
Are you sweating?
Do I put it all on? Oh, I'm sweating, but it's a good sweat.
Perfect. You got it. That's it.
Perfect. Did you hear that? Perfect. We just cooked the perfect trout. Chef Anthony, which he's probably the finest chef, definitely the finest chef in Orland Park, probably the finest chef in the state of Illinois. Let's get a little history. You've been in America for a long time. I'm not trying to. I don't want to take the easy route and say, oh, what country where did you come from? But where did you grow up?
I was born and raised in Australia.
Australia, the land down under.
Land down under.
So, I don't want to, and like I said, when I met him a little before, I said I don't want to use all the cliches, but usually when somebody finds out that you're from Australia, what's the first thing they ask you?
You're from Sydney.
Sydney. So everybody knows about Sydney. Sydney is beautiful. Being there as it is in the pictures.
It is. Sydney's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful city. It's a metropolis.
Yeah.
It really is. People have the misconception about Australia that it's Crocodile Dundee territory.
Yes, we all think that.
Which we do have.
Yes.
But there's a lot of beautiful places. But yes, Sydney is definitely a mecca for tourists.
Yeah, I love the bridge. I've seen the picture with the
Sydney
bridge.
Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, the bridge.
And the Opera House there.
Yeah, the Opera House. I've heard a lot about it. Yeah. And what's his now? Crocodile Dundee. What was his name? Paul
Hogan.
Was it Hogan? Yeah.
Paul Hogan. Yes.
Is he a big celebrity back there?
He used to be. He used to have his own sitcom years ago. Over there.
Oh.
He made it big, with Crocodile Dundee and the whole thing.
Just took off. I think they made 28 of them or something. Crocodile Dundee 28, and I'm gonna try to get it. We're gonna all try to get into Crocodile Dundee 30 when they do that remake. We're gonna go down to Australia, bring this wonderful food, and shoot the new movie. But it's so you came here. You've been here for, I think you said 14 years.
Correct.
And what brought you? What inspired you to become a chef?
I would have to say my mother. My parents were born in Italy. They immigrated to Australia in the 60s. And being from an Italian family, food was the center of things. I used to always watch her cook. I wanted to see what she was doing, why this was going on.
Yeah.
And this is before Food Channel.
Oh, this is before Rachel Ray and all of them came out. Yeah.
And I found that the creative expression that someone can. Some people paint.
Yeah.
Some people speak. Some people sing. Some people write. I cook.
Yeah.
I think that's where
this is a beautiful canvas.
Thank you.
You paint it, but boy, your story gets more interesting.
Yes.
So you're born in Australia.
Yes.
To parents that are from Italy,
Correct.
and now you're in America.
Right.
And it's So do you find are some of your favorite dishes Italian also, or do you find it?
Honestly, I would have to say that my favorite cuisine would have to be Thai food. Australia has a huge Asian population, and the Asian food in Australia is fantastic. Fantastic. So Italian, obviously, being one of my favorites up there, but I would have to say Thai food is and the flavors of Thai are really, really nice.
Well, it's a fascinating story. You and Justin have pulled together something that I think that I don't know. It's like Stephen Jobs. You can't just give people what they ask for. Sometimes they don't know what they want. I don't think that people even know how important this restaurant is. This is a culture. This is an Irish pub that it's something that's going to just do. You're going to thrive here because you do it all well. It's so comfortable out there. There's such an energy, and then you come back here to the kitchen, and the food that you prepare, the TLC that you put into this, is phenomenal. So you're going to thrive. I just can't see you not thriving.
And we're all about the hospitality, to be honest with you. Because what we have done as well, if somebody doesn't, necessarily like something on the menu, or have an allergy, or are vegan or have a gluten allergy. We try to cater to that. We're all about, Vaughn Hospitality is about what the name stands for, hospitality. So I think that's probably our biggest, thing to strive for, is to make everybody happy.
Yeah. And I think you're doing a phenomenal job. I know the food itself, the ambiance, the inviting, the allure of the Irish pub, and the selection of over 30 beers that you have out there. I think you've done everything from front to back, and I don't think there's anything you forgot. I bet your coffee is even phenomenal, and because you always have to have a coffee at the end. Or folks, when you do come here, make sure you got a designated driver. That's all I can say. So that it's important to always watch that. But come here, enjoy yourself. You've got Chef Anthony, who's the wizard of the kitchen. You've got Justin, who's gonna be out there to greet you and make sure that if the Square Celt has it, it's yours. You can't leave with it, but you can enjoy it while you're here. So just remember that. You can enjoy it while you're here. But please, this is a great place to enjoy any night from Monday through Sunday. Watch a game, enjoy it with family, enjoy it with friends, celebrate your birthday here, celebrate an anniversary, and of course, we'll all be looking forward to that day, that the Epiphany on the calendar for the Irish, for all of us Irish, the St. Patrick's Day, the stuff that these guys do, and this what was this oven called here? The salamander. The salamander. It just, folks. Don't try all this stuff at home unless you have this type of equipment. But I'll tell you, so don't try it at home. Just come in here and let the professionals show you how it's done. You can't come back here. It's too dangerous. I don't even know how I'm surviving back here, but I'm back here, and I'm back here putting my life on the line so we can show Orland Park the wonderful, wonderful new greatest restaurant here in Orland Park. It's going to be great. It's going to be here for years to come. So, Chef Tony,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I just can't believe it how they've opened up. They've opened up the kitchen. They've opened up the restaurant to us, folks. Come on out. The Square Celt. You won't be disappointed. I'm Dan McMillan for 147 South, Orland's finest, and Orland Park TV. Thank you, and we look to see you over at the Square Celt soon. Okay, folks, we're back. We're back from the kitchen. We've come out after cooking that wonderful meal with Chef Anthony. We're back here with Justin, who runs the Square Celt. The Square Celt. I said the Celt. Sorry about that. The Square Celt. We're now behind the bar where it all happens. The nerve center is back in the kitchen, but this really is the stage. This is where people come to really relax and enjoy after dinner, or maybe a little before dinner, or just coming out to watch the game. So you got a wonderful, wonderful bar with the 122 TVs, I think, right around here. So we're out here to learn more about the bar, and Justin, what you do and what is available out here at the bar. So what we want to do is what are we going to do? It's up to you, because you're running the show.
So what we're going to be doing is a slow and low old fashioned. It's one of our signature cocktails. We have some bourbon soaked cherries, orange peel, homemade simple syrup, and some rye whiskey. So the whiskey cocktails are starting to come back. So what we're doing is a slow and low old fashioned, but a unique twist on it that involves a little bit of fire.
Ooh, okay. So it's called a slow and old fashioned.
Slow and low old fashioned.
Oh, slow and low old fashioned. Okay, so we're ready. We're here behind the bar with Justin over here at the Square Celt. We're gonna make a drink that folks, don't try this at home. You need to come in here to the Square Celt, have the finest bar staff in town make you some of the finest drinks. Yep. So here we go. So how do you want me to start?
First, you're gonna grab your pick and grab a bourbon soaked cherry.
I'm gonna grab a bourbon soaked cherry.
Yep, pick it. Pick one out.
I'll make this much harder than it really has to
just slide it in the glass. Just pop it off the side so it falls down.
Slide it. There we go.
And one orange peel.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Toss that in the glass.
Okay.
Hit your simple syrup, which is basically just sugar and water, just reduced down.
This is okay. So this is sugar and water.
Just sugar and water. So it's a
How
little
much do we
splash
do?
of that.
Just a splash.
There you go.
There we go. Just a splash.
Perfect. Grab your muddler.
This is a muddler.
Muddler. That's where you make your mojitos and your old fashions, where you muddle fruit down and extract the flavors out of it.
Oh, so a muddler.
Yep. So you're gonna muddle all that together. You're gonna squish it all up.
So I do this. Oh, this.
Yep.
Ah,
Put the glass on here, and then there you go.
push. Oh, okay. So this is basically muddler means just smashing. We're smashing. We're getting it
Fancy
together.
word, that's all it is.
Yeah. We're muddling along. Okay. How much do we smash?
That's pretty good.
You got
right
enough?
There. Yep, that's good.
Okay. We muddled through it, folks.
And then
Okay.
you grab
Now
that cup of ice over there.
this cup of ice.
Yep. Dump it right on top.
Dump it in. Dump it all in.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Perfect.
Okay.
And then what we do here
Yeah,
is
right.
2.25 ounces of the rye whiskey. So this is an ounce and a half. So you're gonna fill up one side there, fill up that side, and dump it in.
2.25.
2.25.
So this is 1 ounce. So I got to do it twice.
Nope, you're gonna do one side, fill that up once, and
Yeah.
then the other side, fill that up once, and you're good.
Oh, that's 2.25? Okay, so we pop off the cork of the
it off.
whiskey. This reminds me of that, what's that commercial on about that whiskey now? Ray Liotta's on there, and he looks cool. Much cooler than me.
Tequila, right? Some
Yeah,
tequila.
that's the
Yeah.
tequila commercial. Okay, so then that's part. Now we'll put the rest of, what do we have? We got, this is aged whiskey?
Yep, it's an aged rye whiskey.
Aged rye whiskey.
Perfect.
Okay, well, it spilled a little, but it's okay. That's why we have that
You've
there.
almost made it through there. We have one
Okay.
thing left to do.
One thing left for now. What we're calling it? This is the what's the name of the drink again?
Slow and low old fashioned.
Slow and low old fashioned. We'll just
Grab the orange peel.
another orange peel.
One more orange peel.
Okay.
And what you're gonna do is hold it between your two fingers like that, with the rind hanging out. Nope, nope. Like this.
This?
Like this.
Oh, okay, got it.
And what you're gonna do is squeeze the rind. Nope, other way. So the camera can see it.
Okay, see the rind. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, see
There
the
you go, there you go.
rind.
There you go.
Not too bright.
And then squeeze it. And the oils actually come from the orange. And you drop that in the glass.
okay.
So,
So
the flame actually gets the citrus oils out, and it releases more orange flavor into the drink.
Okay, so that's what the flame brings out. Okay,
Yep.
so then you drop that in, and we have ourselves a what is it?
Slow and low old fashioned.
Slow and low old fashioned. Folks, this is one of the finest drinks from the finest bar in Orland Park, the Square Celt. Justin helped me make it, and it is I think we're gonna give this to Tom, and he's I don't know if he's driving home or not, but somebody needs to drink this. Justin, you're not drinking it, are you? No, you got the not yet. Okay, well, folks, just made one more time. Old fashioned.
Slow and low old fashioned.
Slow and low old fashioned here at the Square Celt. We'll put that on the bar. Folks, this bar has a history. It has a history. It's only open for 4 weeks, but it's part of a group that does a lot. Has done quite a few different restaurants and bars in the greater Chicagoland area. So, Justin, can you give me an idea of what some of the other places are? So, if we want to, everybody that loves the Square Celt so much, but if they're down in the city, what else can they visit?
So there's 6 other locations. They're all from the downtown area to North Center, Lincoln Square area. We have downtown of Emerald Loop, which is at Wabash and Wacker. We have Corcoran's, which is in Old Town, North and Wells. We have Bond's, which is on Sheffield and Lincoln Park. We have Mystic Celt, which is in Lakeview. We also have Monty Dale's that just opened up about a year ago, which is in North Center. And we also have Bond's on the Northwest Highway. So we kind of have it all throughout the city. So no matter where you're at, where you're going, where you're from, we kind of have a location in almost every spot.
Where you're at, Bond's Hospitality Group is there to meet your entertainment needs.
Absolutely.
You have live music here.
We're going to be doing live music in the spring outside.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, they outside. Oh, they've got how many can you hit? How many does your patio fit?
So right now our occupancy is 899 people. That's how big this property can hold.
899.
Yep. Inside we have 165 seats. Outside we have 195 seats.
So you definitely got it covered.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
going to be a wonderful, wonderful time outside in the spring. So, what I also wanted to point out, you had told me this before when we were in our first segment about you've taken great pains, great attention to detail here. Everything, even down to the coasters. On the coaster, you don't just have a coaster that looks good. Square Celt or Square Celt. I'm gonna get this right. Square Celt. Probably remember it more because I'd said it wrong. So Square Celt. It's in your mind. But on the back of it, you've got Beer 101. You're learning about beer. You're learning about what an ABV is. You're learning about what a porter, what kind of beer that is, what hops. So we all hear about hops, and you can read all about it. I won't bore you with it because I want you to come in to the Square Celt on Orland Drive, right by the Orland Mall. Stop on in, see Justin. He'll make sure you're very, very well taken care of. Spend some quality time at the bar. Have a wonderful meal. Have a great after-dinner drink here.
Or two.
Or two. You'll just enjoy. We got so many wonderful people here. So we just want to thank you, Justin, for having us here, giving me the opportunity to make a drink, since I don't often get to do anything like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun being back here. You have been very generous with your time, very generous with allowing us to participate back in the kitchen. So we really, really want to thank you, Orland Park TV, the folks in Orland Park, Orland's Finest, and 147 South. We want to thank you for the hospitality as a hospitality group that you have, the Vaughn Hospitality Group, in allowing us to be a part of the Square Celt family. That's what it is here. That's what I feel like it is when I'm here.
You're more than welcome. Like I said, we want to be part of this culture. We want to be part of Orland Park. So this is your personal invite. Yes. Come on down, see me, ask for Justin, ask for Chef Anthony. We'll come out, we'll talk to you, and then you can ask us any questions you want. We'll take you on a tour, whatever you need, we got for you.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's great to see you, Justin.
Thank you.